What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And for today's perfume experience upload, as per the title, we are delving on this channel for the first time into the house of Amouage. Now, I had never smelled Amouage before. It does not sell locally where I live. So I was very curious about what all the hype is about, and I went ahead and got myself one of their sampler sets. So for today's perfume experience from the house of Amouage, we will be talking about Interlude Black Iris Man Eau de Parfum. And if the camera can focus, you guys get to see this. And this one is interesting because it's Iris, and yours truly is an Iris lover, okay? From Dior to Ansar Oud Iris Gallia. So, with that said, we will be going through the notes and the musing off of the Amouage website. And we will then go ahead and go through a perfume experience. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, and as per tradition on this channel, feel free to go grab your favorite snack or bevy or a cafe, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this opulent, luxurious gift of kings, as Amouage would like to say, perfume experience. Okay, so first of all, I will get started with the musing. Iris the King. The camphoraceous tickle of rosemary verticalizes a bouquet of mellow spices. Under a more pronounced air of bergamot, violet leaf appears, whose bold leatherness announces a heart where Florentine iris shines. A masterful layer of iris butter, superimposed on rich balsams and amber, develops its luxurious irons in a gorgeous and melting vanilla, until the dark afterglow of cistus is sparkled with glittering frankincense, subtly giving away to a base of heavy woods. Dry cedar and milky sandalwood finally unite with a core of oud and tenebrous patchouli, virilized by a touch of smoked leather. A complex interplay of stoic serenity and vibrant power, Interlude Black Iris is the ultimate incarnation of comforting luxury. And this is by perfumer Pierre Negren. Alright, so that's about it, really, what they mentioned there. Would have been nice to have a separate breakdown of the notes, but they don't have it, so we will not get stuck on that. Now, as you can tell, the juice of that is fairly light. Remember, this is an eau de parfum, not a parfum or an extrait de parfum. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a spritz for you guys. Let me clean my skin. All right, so the sprayer, you guys, is very, very, very generous, okay? And these are 2 ml bottles. So as you can see, the spray imprint is this big here, blob over here. And like I said, it's very generous. I didn't even spray all the way through, just half the way, and I sprayed that much. So a little bit goes a long way with this. But as you can see, very transparent, non-oily residue, so you will not have any staining issue with this. And yeah, so ready drying up and getting soaked by my skin. So with that said, we can get started, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay, so first off of the bat, very, very, very masculine, very dominant, very prestigious, opulent, and classy. You definitely get the iris in here, but I would say it's very subtle and undertoned. You're definitely getting frankincense, which is very strong in here. There's quite a bit of green going in there, which is going to be the function of the cedar and the patchouli. I can pick slightly on the oud, but it's most likely either a very small amount of oud or a synthetic oud that's used in here. You definitely pick on the citrus in this, so the bergamot is in there for sure. It comes across more as a middle note rather than an opener. Let's see, I'm just gonna take a quick look, you guys, to see what other notes I can pick on for you. There's definitely spices, but not in a peppery way. Rosemary, I can see that. Okay, bergamot, violet leaf. There is a slightly purplish hue to this, but I don't know if it's coming from the violet or another note in here. Leatheriness. There is slight leatheriness in here, but the iris in here is nice. It's a very subtle though. I kind of wish they blew out the iris more. Then they're saying there's balsams and amber, which, yeah, I can see that. Vanilla 100%. You get a very gourmandish vanilla note in here. Cistus, I'm not sure. Frankincense, we've already covered that. Heavy woods, again, they need to be a bit more clear here. Sandalwood. I can see that. Alright, and oud and patchouli and smoked leather. There is leathery notes to this. Yeah, there is actually. Smoky leather. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of a cigar almost scent. So, yeah, like a Robusto cigar. But definitely all of that is in there. So, first impressions, I like it. I do like it. Okay, let's start speaking about some of the stats around this. So, in terms of performance, so I'm gonna say that this is a medium to strong in terms of projection, okay? And again, it will depend on the number of sprays you put on. So again, with my skin chemistry, my skin has already eaten it up, okay? And this is why I am referencing to a medium strong projection profile. Now, on someone else, it might be a bit stronger, but for the purposes of this upload, it's a medium to strong projection. In terms of trail and sillage, I'll say the trail is a medium. You'll definitely have a trail behind you. It won't last for very long, but it's definitely gonna be there and it's gonna definitely be identifiable as a masculine iris, okay? So that's the sillage actually, which lingers, not the trail, okay? In terms of a trail, it'll also be medium, I will say, just because of the way this is performing off of my skin. And again, you guys, this is the first time I'm smelling anything from the House of Amouage, and this is the first sampler for them that I'm trying with you live here, really. Yeah. So performance-wise, I'm gonna say projection, trail, and sillage are a medium to strong, okay? So you definitely will, you know, project a lot of it out. It will linger in an area for a bit once you've exited that area, and if you're walking past somebody, it will definitely waft behind you momentarily and follow you through. Okay? With respect to the profile of that scent from a gender point of view, 100% masculine. Okay? I mean, this is already marketed for men, but it also has a very masculine profile to it. So I'm going to say 100% masculine. However, because it is iris and because there is a gourmand vanilla note in here, I can say that a lady that's very confident and very comfortable with masculine scents, you can wear this. However, for all intended purposes, this is a masculine scent for men. In terms of how you are going to wear this, this is a formal scent, okay? This is a suit and a tie sort of a scent. It's very formal. It's very aggressive, dominant, but without being repulsive or off-putting. You are most certainly displaying presence without pushing people away. In terms of time of day, personally speaking, I'm gonna say this is more of an evening wear, just because personally I prefer wearing iris perfumes in the evening. However, you can most certainly wear this through the whole day, morning, afternoon, and evening. It will work fantastically through the day just because of the different notes in it. I find the citruses tend to be better in the morning, and then you have the iris, the ouds, and whatnot tend to do better in the evening, in my personal opinion. However, for all intended purposes, this is a very versatile formulation, and you can wear it across the whole day. With respect to seasonality, I'm gonna say with this one, you actually can wear it across all 4 seasons. It is very well balanced in terms of not leaning too heavily in an oody, embery, musky sort of profile, and not leaning too heavily in the violet citrus direction either. It's very well balanced to the point where if you wear it during summer or spring, you're gonna get more of the citrus facets, which are suitable for these seasons. And then if you wear it more during winter and fall, where the weather is colder and you have an appreciation for more musky, oody, warm scents, you're definitely getting those notes in here too. So it's very versatile in that way. And I think you would have an appreciation for it across all seasons. Now, in terms of the profile of the gentleman that would wear this, I'm thinking somebody who works for a hedge fund, a private bank, an investment firm, okay, finishes a long day of work, jumps into his Mercedes AMG G63 or a Lamborghini Aventador and jets off, to a nice cocktail bar where you have after-hour drinks and socialize, and then heads home later on alone or with some pretty company, okay? And this is kind of what comes to my mind. Another thing that would come to my mind, this probably would have been Batman's signature scent for some reason. It does have this air of mystery and strength to it. That's what it conveys. So I would say a man who has this sort of mysterious aura, projects strength and dominance and just steadfastness. So somebody that's very steadfast in their standing as well as in their steps. This is your perfume right there. Now, what else comes to mind with this? This does have certainly a Middle Eastern inspiration to it. Obviously, the house of Amouage is from Muscat in Oman, and so basically it's a function mostly, I'm going to say, of the frankincense and the smoky leather. So definitely there's a bit of a Middle Eastern touch to this. So I'm going to say you can switch out the suit for a dishdasha if you're living somewhere in the Middle East. And you're golden otherwise, you know, with the rest of the profile descriptor. Fantastic scent. I'm really digging it, and I will be wearing it more. So I've already one spray took quite a bit out of it, but if any of you guys are familiar with Amouage, if any of you have preferred scents from their house, do let me know in the comments which ones you like the most out of the house, and I will be sure to go over them as I have quite a huge selection of samples from them, and I'll be covering more of them. But it's very interesting for me to to sample some of their work and scents, because like I said, it's everywhere online. Everybody's talking about it. Seems like everyone is in love with them, and I thought, you know what, might as well jump on the bandwagon and see what the hype is about. With that said, if you haven't gotten a chance to smell this and you were curious, my recommendation is go for it. So get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it if you are curious about it and you're into it. The House of Amouage does samples, and again, because you are getting into a higher end territory of perfumes, the good news is that you can get to sample a lot before you buy, and you don't have to break the bank. But otherwise, nothing bad to say about this. It's just that my recommendation, I mean, if Amouage ever does watch this video, is that jack the iris up in here more. I mean, it's perfect formulation. It really is. But you jack up the iris in here, and this is gonna be like super perfect iris formulation. Okay? With that said, this will be it for this upload, you guys. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.